All right, everybody. Tyra is jumping in just a second. I've got the intro ready to go. So we're going to kill a little bit of time. I want to change my lights to. Where's my remote? Oh, why did it move from where it was? It was right freaking there, man. All right, I got to find this remote. Who's moving my crap? Oh, get the hell out of here. Get out of here. All right, is this it? No, that's not it. Where's my remote? Damn it. Somebody's touching my stuff, and Daddy doesn't like that. Yep, that won't even pretend to work. Let's see. What the hell? What the fuck? Where is my stuff? Now I'm pissed. Somebody's taking my remote out of my drawer. Hello, Tyra. Somebody's taking my remote out of my drawer.
Uh-oh.
Man.
Don't worry, all my settings are foobarred right now.
No, they're not.
I can't hear you. I'm talking to myself. Hi out there.
So I can hear me.
Well, that's lovely.
No, I mean, you heard me say that.
Well, you were coming through my computer really
That's
softly.
What I'm saying. I can hear me coming through your stuff.
Why can't I hear you in this now? Hi, everybody.
So, yeah,
Charles,
I got the intro ready to go. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not like I'd like to. Say something else.
Testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why the? Hi,
Jen
everybody.
says it's soft for her too. So let me. Nope.
Oh well, that makes me feel better.
I turned it up a little bit.
He's
check,
really.
1, 2. I'm getting like 3 bars on Zoom.
Yeah.
I'll turn that up a little bit. How about now?
No, keep turning.
No. No. I mean, I turned. What do you mean you hear me a little bit? What is going on, everybody?
You're not as loud as you usually are. I mean.
But you hear yourself back now if I do that.
Yes.
So let me turn that back.
That's not good. We're sorry, audience.
I'm not sorry. I didn't apologize for nothing.
Oh, jeez. And my chat's gone. It's going to be a lovely night in the neighborhood, everybody.
It is. Our branding is all screwy, and I don't know why.
I love you.
Our branding was really screwy.
Why do we not have branding?
We do. It just they changed the color. I don't know because they did a major update. I don't know what's going on here.
I don't know. We're just crazy.
No, we're not crazy. It is absolutely not set. I mean, they changed the setting.
We don't like it when people change stuff.
It's under the wrong brand. That's number one, and that's never happened before. Let's go to the correct brand.
There
we
purple.
go. There it is. Still can't find my light because somebody literally, especially right here, off the camera, right here. Every time I pick it up, hit it, I put it back, and now it is literally not in the drawer. And I'm not happy, but you know
there is a child who is in trouble right now.
Probably. But guess what, Tyra?
What, Charles?
What we're here to talk about. Here's what we're here to talk about. You can hear the music, yeah?
I just found the music. Y'all are in trouble.
No, can you hear my music?
No. Oh, I hear that.
Okay. Tyra's here to keep Charles on track. Charles is here to keep Tyra busy. But we're always going to have some fun. So get your headphones, get your drink, sit back, relax. Let's be awesome together. Oh, yeah, everybody.
See, I'm learning not to talk during it. How proud of me are you?
I am getting prouder of you. You're good. You keep working on me, I'll be a proud boy one day. And Kaz got to put in your hearing aids. Hey, I am telling you guys that something's on the other side of this because I am looking at the settings. I am pushing them out hard. And both of you were like, I can't hear. StreamYard did a major update. They did a major update changing some things. I've been flipping through going, wow, you changed up like everything, StreamYard. That's freaking amazing.
Well, that's because they just started charging us more.
Well, technically, they can't charge me more until April. So,
F you.
Yeah. Well, I'll be getting off of this platform before then. So, hey, but that's not awesome. What is awesome? We're awesome. I'm awesome, Charles. That's awesome, Tyra. And I don't know. I think that's better. All right. So, look, our microphones are touching. That's a cool.
Aww.
How's your week been, Tyra? Wow, you're really having to consider what stories you get to tell right now.
I know. I'm like, I tore up my closet on Sunday night.
Okay.
Or Sunday, right before noon. And yeah, I'm still dealing with that. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess that I wanted to find my clothes, but 4 garbage bags later, going to Must Ministries, and I'm still not done. I think it's possible I have too many clothes.
What? Not you, T.
I know. I need a bigger closet. But outside of that, it's been okay. It's been the day job's getting in the way. I got a book I want to read. I got some writing I want to do. Yes, I did it on purpose, mainly because I couldn't get my clothes in the closet and it was a hot mess and I hadn't been able to move my dresses to a wardrobe. And anyway, we're getting there. We're almost there.
We are getting there. You know what's been...
I still can't hear you really well.
Turn the volume up, Thelma. Get your hearing aid on. Not your volume. That's your microphone. Why's your headphones in your microphone?
Because that's how I like them. Don't you do it this way?
I have a soundboard.
I don't have a soundboard.
So maybe, is that how you always do it?
Yeah.
Then go to your Windows setting. It is not. Look.
Oh, that's better. I turned you up on my microphone. Oh, shit.
So,
now I'm loud too. Hi.
So, yes, it's going to turn up both things probably.
It's not supposed to. It's 2 different switches.
Well, I get you there. I understand. So maybe you need, you sound fine to me.
I can hear you.
But if you're a little too loud to yourself, you might use another switch down.
Excuse me. It'll be fine.
Well, you know what? This might be a 4-letter word night. Not because we're angry, but because there's been a theme resonating with me recently, and it just got confirmed today. It's really interesting. As I'm always finding new ways to inspire and lead the people that I need to do that with. And Tyra, I'm sure you land on some of the same things of, okay, sometimes you got to yell at people. Sometimes you can set goals and they'll reach them. Sometimes you go, hey, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't, man. It's not my problem. And sometimes you really have to figure out, how do we get this person? We know this person or this team, they really have a lot of potential. They can do it. Or they have to do it because it's the thing that we have to do. And it just been naturally is coming out. I'm going to say right now, I'm not going to promise that we're not going to say 4-letter words tonight.
We're going to say 4-letter words.
I'm going to start off trying to avoid using them.
I try.
The theme has resonated with me really in the last couple of weeks. I've even noticed, you say something so much sometimes in different groups, you're like, man, I am saying that a lot. And it's F around and find out. And not in a threatening way, not in a bad way, but in a let's try something way.
You never know.
And what we do know is if we sit here and do nothing, we're going to sit here and do nothing. And
true.
I landed on a podcast. So long story short, because it really is a long story, on a meeting at work today, this younger guy who's very fired up about building his business and doing some things. And he's like, oh, yeah, I just heard this person drop this podcast. And it was so inspirational about when you need to make change and you want buy-in from the team. And I'm like, oh, that's something that is always difficult. I mean, I could tell story after story after story in that. And so he goes, yeah, it's called Build by Layla Harozi. Her husband's Alex. They're not just entrepreneurs, they're motivational. Well, I think they're motivational speakers. Yeah, it's on this phone. Let me see if I can find the I'm pretty sure it's Harozi, Horozi. Where is my pocket cat?
I don't know.
Hormozy, sorry, Hormozi, Layla, Leila, Layla, billed with Layla Hormozi. Her husband's Alex Hormozi. I've kind of heard his name, but I was referred to a specific episode which came out today, and is about buy-in. And man, she does not apologize for saying that, but she talks about leading her team and talks about how, you will get somebody who's resistant, right? And resistance comes from anxiety of change. It comes from disinterest, or it comes from rebellion. And I mean, it's 16 minutes, and she hits, and she talks about how, hey, whenever there's a change and we believe it's not going to work, we still have to give it 100 to 110%, right? Because if we don't, how do we know it didn't work? If we just half-butted it, whatever. We just gave it half our effort. Well, of course it didn't work. So she talks about that, but she talks about how with her team, she says, you know what? Ask specific. Somebody goes, Tyra, has a student ever come to you and go, I don't understand this project. I need to know more before I can start on this project.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. She goes, I've had that too. Not students, but people. And she goes, okay, I'm the source of information. What exactly it is that you need to know? And just kind of really pinpoint nicely how to do it. But she used F around to find out a lot. Like, that is just crazy to me that this professional podcast hit today, and it was more or less confirming. It's like, that's the way forward is the only buy-in. Here's something else she said, Tyra.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this important? Because Tyra and I are always chasing excellence. And as a creator, you may get teams. You may work with teams. You may pitch an idea to a client that has students. That disinterest, that anxiety, or that rebellion, right? So for me, life is life. I just talk about everything. But I think this is part of Be Awesome Together, because I'm pitching to you here, Tyra, of buy-in is they do the actions you need to get the new change done. Belief has nothing to do with the behavior. I'm like, huh. So I've wasted a lot of time trying to convince people I was right. But I could have just said, F around and find out. Let's go. We're going to try it.
Right. What does it hurt?
Just all I need you to do is do it. You can believe in it later.
Sometimes it's, harder. There's ramifications for trying, but a lot of times there's not.
Okay, let's be real about our words, Tyra. There are consequences for every decision.
True.
We just forget that the positive that we receive from it is consequences from our decision. It's the ramifications of trying is we can have positive. Just people
maybe we can have positive.
Build as negatives. So don't apologize for my volume. My volume is just fine. Get your hearing aid on, people.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
I know.
How you doing? So, all right. So, I rambled for that. I didn't ramble. I really kind of hit my point. Actually, that's the fastest I've hit my point ever, like 10 minutes.
Truth.
Or less.
Truth.
So
we might provide a link to the podcast. What? Say that last part again.
What do you think about everything I just said there?
Sometimes change. Like, okay, if you're changing for change's sake, I think that's a really good reason to stop and say, wait a minute. But if you're changing with intention, that's when I think that matters. But I think some people just change to change. And that, to me, is not always the best solution. But change with intention, change with forethought, change with, I don't want to say research, but, having an idea of where you're going. Purpose is good. Then yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, I love how, I don't mean this in the United States way, but how political you get about something. You go, well, let's be because honestly, and it's good, because I talk about everything from my point of view. End of story. I've accepted it. You need to accept it. Like, subscribe, patreon.com/whatever. Because we don't have one. So
we don't have
support somebody out there. Okay.
God, I need one.
Wise_and_nerdy. So I'll give Tyra $5.
Okay, sounds good. Somebody subscribe for me.
Hey, look, if you go over to that Patreon from here and subscribe, all sushi dinners are on me, Tyra. All right, you heard it.
Love it.
I will
Let's
coffee and sushi her up. All right.
You're gonna write it off anyway if you do that.
Yeah, but I would love to not have to do it out of my pocket and have Kaz do it for us. That's what.
Kaz, we love you. Just ignore him.
And there's a second part to the show that we haven't fully discussed that off our meeting the other night that I would like to talk about.
And we need a rope.
Cause present.
I was already saying we need a rope cause in. I realize that.
I already got a plan for that. I think you're
Okay,
agree.
good.
We're gonna
I'm glad somebody has a plan. Okay, so change, but didn't tell Tyra the plan.
Have you met Charles?
I know.
Change. It's not change. It's moving forward.
Whatever.
I just need you to do the actions, and you'll see the proof.
I'm all for this. I mean, I anything that takes something off my plate, I'm all for.
So the reason I said I'm glad it always strikes me. I'm like, Tyra, have you met me? You always change the person. Now, oh wait, Tyra's thinking of a bigger world than Charles because she deals in multiple. She's been when I say actual, I mean paid for professional consultant.
Yes, please hire me.
You've done so many different things in different worlds that are vastly different from the worlds I've dealt with. That's there's a major part of our audience that probably works with somebody who just changes for change's sake, or is that person who goes, well, sometimes you just need to change, so I'm just going to change to see if it's better. Okay, gotcha.
And I've been in consulting situations like that where people were pushing for change when what they really needed to do was take a step back and look at where they were and change intentionally. So that's where my stuff comes from.
Yeah, 100%.
TyraBurton.com. Please hire me as your consultant. Thank you.
Absolutely. I believe you've got a little bit of a social media job with a podcast friend of ours.
I know. I've got to do some work. It's been, day job has been insane. It's insane. And once I get these 26 proposals through, my life will be so much better. 26. You want to talk about change? I can talk to you about change. 26 proposals, Charles. 26.
All right. We're going to talk about change here tonight. That's everything. That's the thing, man. You got to embrace. The only consistent thing in the world is everything changes.
True.
And here we'll give a real life example. In January of this year, we had our first new volunteer meeting, right? I still got to get one together before Thanksgiving for a wrap up of the year. Because for all of us to say one last, hey, hurrah for the year before we go into January.
And do some sort of praying for people to get hotel rooms.
I hear that's a thing out there right now.
Yeah.
But I came to our meeting and I had said, I'm going to change the rooms. Because last year, walking out of Dragon Con, I'm like, I got these ideas. And I actually kind of roughed it to Scott. And even in the moment, I guess it just didn't resonate. It didn't lock in. But in the moment, it's like, okay, I get the science behind it. But, I don't know. We'll see. Of course, you're exhausted. Everybody's exhausted. So that's the thing. When everybody's working and enjoying Dragon Con, I'm thinking about the next Dragon Con during that con. Like watching what works, watching what... My mind's already a year ahead. So I wasn't exhausted. That's all I thought about all weekend. So anyway, January, it's like, hey, we're changing it. And instantly, anxiety of change kicked in. And wait. And then, being told what to do, there's a bit of a rebellious nature in all of us, right? And sometimes if I just... I don't think Shane has this sense of humor, but there's definitely times that I'm messing with my wife, and I wait until she's already going like, hey, would you like a quesadilla? I'm like, sure, babe, whatever. And she's already going to the stove to make it. She's offering like, hey, you better make me a quesadilla. And she's like, oh, she bows up, and I'm messing with her, of course. And it's something she'd already offered to do, but even Tyra, see, there it is. It's that big told what to do. Even though you're already wanting to do that thing, there's something that triggers in some of us. It goes, what are you doing? Don't you do that.
Well, not as a partner. I mean, that's like, as boss man, that's different. As a partner.
Well, no, even as boss man.
Well, boss man, you have to get by.
Right? Yeah, I mean, but there's a thing. I bet I could find a thing sometime with us together coming up at Convergence. And
Conjuration.
Dang it. Conjuration. I wish Convergence wasn't such a great name to say because it just flows.
It does flow.
And it's so stuck in that happy place in my brain. I've never been there. I don't know what it's about. I don't even know where or when it is. I just heard the name, and now anything I think of Conjuration, because I love Conjuration, and I love the word convergence. So anyway, Conjuration will be there November 11th, 12th, and 13th, I believe are the dates. Doing 50 billion panels combined.
I don't know.
Anyway, I bet while we're there, Tyra, there's something that you would already be doing. I'm like, Tyra, you better do that. and you're like picking up a body, and you're just, because I can see it in your face.
I'll just look at you like.
It just resonates hard. Like, wait, if I say, hey, would you like $1 million? Like, yeah. And I start, you better take this check. You're like, don't you give me that $1 million.
Oh, no, give me the $1 million.
You'd punch me first, though, wouldn't you?
No, I let Shane do that.
Okay, but there's a rebellious streak in some of us. I don't like being told no. And I don't mean hey, can I do this or should I do this? No, you shouldn't do that. I mean, like simply put in tech, going, get off my screen, and it won't get off my screen. I get mad. I don't like being told no by things that shouldn't tell me no. I'd never liked being told no, but I had to realize with real life, I got to back off and let humans do some things. Because that's it, though. So, back to the example, there was a little bit of that rebellion of, and then a little bit of anxiety, and I think a little bit of disinterest from people. Like, I mean, some people just didn't care, like, sure, whatever. But when we walked in, and it really kind of came down to, even before we got to DragonCon, all the meetings we had never had, there's diagnosis, this is for that, God says, never had buy-in from the team as far as belief. Nobody really said, oh, yeah, I think this will really work. Nobody could really get my vision from the paper. And, of course, the paper is what it is. It's
Paper's
just a layout
hard.
for the rooms. Yeah. Rightfully, I think it was Cause first, maybe Joe second. Somebody said, hey, you didn't leave room for the cameras. Like, okay. You're right. I didn't even realize that when I put the room together on the paper. But really, here's the thing. I live between planning and reality. And I know in reality, we're going to go in that room and rip it. And in reality, when Vito and I walked in that room first, they set it up wrong. We had to change the whole room anyway on our own. So they didn't even follow the plan. But walking in, nobody got the plan. But everybody took the actions to go, sure, whatever you want, man. It's your thing ultimately. And then what happened, Tyra?
Oh, it works so much better.
Everybody loved
I
it.
didn't have a feeling one way or another. I've never really liked the way the room was set up to begin with because people, I thought it was a room thing because people are so far in the back. Were there problems with this one? Yes, but we can modify it and work on it for next year. But was it better? Yes, it was much better. I like the shorter room.
Around and found out. And we found out, we like this, but we don't like that. But we can change these. But if we don't take that step, we'll never change anything.
Oh, agreed. I mean, it definitely, there were more better things about it than worse. And certainly the layout itself was great.
I think that's the motto of my life. There's certainly better things than worse, and I'm great. So we got it. We nailed it.
I know. It was an improvement.
Now, here's the other thing. I bet you've seen this in your students and in your clients and possibly even in the staff and teams that you have to work with of once you do find out, they see the proof that it will work. It doesn't have to be changed. This is not a topic of change. This is a topic of doing things. And in business, a lot of times that resistance comes into, hey, we need to, in this case, I believe we need to change the room to make it work better. That's what I believed. And then the behaviors came through, and then the proof was there for everybody to see. And like you said, you didn't say it this way, but this is what I inferred from what you said about, okay, we found things we liked, we found things we didn't like. Why do we think if we're going to change something or do something different or new or going in a slightly different direction, that's 100% positive or 100% negative?
Right. It's always, a big thing is continuous improvement. It's one thing we talk about in business. Well, you do the thing based upon knowledge and research or whatever, and then what about the thing is great and what about the thing needs to be changed? And I think that's what we did with the room layout. I think that it was a significant change that brought on a lot of good stuff. But now we know in continuous improvement, there's a couple of things that we could do better.
I think Jen just swore at me. I'm not sure what the ... is here.
Or she's telling you to move on. I'm not sure.
I don't listen to her about moving on. I barely follow my own schedule that she makes for me for the God. That's very, very helpful. And I reference.
I love my schedule, and I felt very cherished and loved. And I do have my folder for you, Cause.
I have it somewhere. If you want the folder, I'll buy you a box of folders. I don't whatever you need.
She wants a music video. I'm not doing a music video. You'll have to talk to Charles. I'm just not. Cause just said that, by the way.
I know. I see that music video. I think she's having a stroke. I'm not sure what's going on with her brain today. I think the link is a music video, but the link, because you don't have permissions, I guess, on Twitch. Yeah, Twitch won't let, because she needs to be a moderator on Twitch to be able to put out links. Which, David Bowie's changed. Thank you, Dot. So now that makes
now we
1000%
understand.
sense. Oh, you mean you have to ask questions to get clarity when something pops up? Yeah, we're illustrating how to be successful in life, people. David Bowie's changed. Changes. Charles is always right. Changes. That's how it goes.
Okay, let's not do that.
But speaking of changes, we're making some changes here.
We are making some changes. I am actually dropping a link to a YouTube video of changes in there, so that if you don't know David Bowie's changes because you're a youngin', go watch. Bowie was awesome.
I don't know about the video. I haven't seen the video, but the song is really good.
Yeah, I don't know how the video is either. I just randomly picked it as a way to give you the song, so there we go.
There we go.
Doing the best I can over here in my office that still doesn't have a shelf.
So we need a tag team. Shane comes out and fixes a bunch of wood building things for me. I'll come and mount every wireframe shelf you ever wanted.
No, that thing's got to go. No wireframes.
Oh, I can destroy things? Oh, I'm in. Let me come destroy things in your house.
That goes away, and it's going to be a nice floating shelf.
Well,
and then he's building
me. How do you float the shelf?
I don't understand. Shane does.
Actually, I think I know. I get an idea of how you might do it.
I guess you could. I mean, I don't care if it has. I don't care how it's mounted, to be honest with you. I just want the wire gone. Yeah. And then he's got to build me 2 things to go on each side of my sofa. Oh, excuse me. Sofa wannabe. It's a chair and a half.
Oh, the one as you come down the stairs to the left?
No, the one in my office.
You haven't been in your office in forever.
Oh, office has changed. I have.
Yeah, it's been like a year and a half to 2 years, I think, since I've been in the office.
Oh my gosh, so much has changed.
I always just stay downstairs every time I come over now.
Oh, I'll have to bring you up. And I just bought a new light for in here too. No, I did some massive changes in this room earlier this year, and it's amazing. I love it. The only thing I've got left to do is for Shane to do and the 2 storage units on each side of this.
For a podcast, she put up a single finger. You can just guess which one, and made a face like she's a little
I did not use that finger. I used this one. This is
the
pointer finger.
They're not watching the video.
I'm using my pointer finger, and I'm pointing to a wire shelf.
She's using that finger.
I am not using that finger.
You
want to know why? No, this is a pointer finger. I'm not using
that
the
finger. She's using that
Just ignore
finger.
Charles. Anyway, that shelf is going to go one day. Soon, I hope. I pray. Probably not, but
yeah. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You build up so many projects in your own house, and then somebody comes along, you go, oh yeah, I can come help you out real easy, and it's the same thing you do for yourself, and you just don't, because we do not do for ourselves.
But we do need to schedule a trade services day, because my husband needs to help you build some stuff.
So
hi, I'm Tinkerbell. Remember?
Yeah. This is the point of the conversation where Cause holds on tight, does not spiral into the "oh my God, I'm worthless" or "getting rid of me" place that she likes to go.
No,
let's finish the story.
No, Cause, we love you.
Cause is very vital to the story.
Oh shit, Cause is like the linchpin.
I know, but you can't tell her that. Every time I've ever started a story, because I tell stories, I get like in the beginning, it's like, oh, I'm out, I'm worthless. It's like, let me finish the story. It's not done yet.
Okay, so maybe you need to reflect on how you tell her stories.
Or I can make her a better human being. And
you could change.
She could F around and find out.
You could change, Charles. You could utilize and change the way that you do things to be more receptive to the people. He's not listening to me.
What? I'm singing. You said changes to get me on Bowie. Love you.
Love you too.
So here's the thing. We had a meeting this week, and we
She's just sitting here waiting. We're just making it work.
We hired somebody for the show.
We did.
This is where Tyra is getting work texts because I see it on her face. Don't apologize.
No, it was my bestie.
Oh, okay.
And it's a good text, so I'm sorry. I have to reply.
I did. No, that's fine. Your face didn't quite show the joy of what that good text
It
is.
is. It is awesome. It is.
All
It
right,
is a
good.
health related thing, and it is awesome. And I'm
Oh,
super
good
proud of her.
news.
Yes.
Good news. Okay. So Hammond Chamberlain, who was on a few weeks ago with me, I've known him for a while, as we talked about, and one of his specialties is being a booker for shows. He books guests on shows, and he's got tons of connections with all kind of awesome people and that kind of thing. And currently, when I say hire, that's a very loose term because he didn't want finances yet because it's not going to be that much work for him, it seems like. Um, so he's banking a favor with all of us. It's a partnership with Be Awesome Together and Wise and Nerdy. So there was me, Tyra, Kurt, Joe. So the four of us owe him a favor at a future date. And that's, we all have different skills and talents that we can bring to the table. That's going to work out just fine. And he asked the question, and just, how everything kind of spins in the back of our minds sometimes. And he said, hey, how much of a bio do you want? And, do you want me to do like a whole big worker, which sounded honestly like a lot of work and research, or do you want just a quick and easy thing? I said, I prefer even just a simple link. I don't want to know a whole lot about them. I just want to get a vibe. I just want to go look at something they've done, get a vibe. I booked a guy for Wise and Nerdy today based off of a 1 minute Instagram video. But in 10 seconds in, I knew, okay, yeah, we're good. I want you on the show.
I have a form.
Well, I know you do. But we were talking last night about, you can use this one, you can use that one. Here's where Cause comes in.
Yes.
He just needs to get her the links, and she can do what she does best, which is dig up all the dirt in the world
All the shit.
and build the crap that she does for us. It's not crap. That's my generic word. She builds awesome stuff.
It means the beautiful, organized things that make our life easier.
That's it. That is exactly what I meant. 100%. You either ride along. This is. I don't know what to say.
Cause I love you.
It's a roller coaster. She
It
loves
is always. No, and
So-
if I can pick on you, it wouldn't be half as fun.
Yeah, I know. We and when I say we, you and I, me and cousin you, and then the three of us, all of us, we've been going. Okay, Cause is going to be a bigger part of Be Awesome Together this year, and
We
that's
need to
part of
drag
what.
her on here.
Yeah, she's been on twice, and each time, yeah, at least twice, if not three
I
times.
think 3 times.
And she's talking about every time she's getting better, and she's getting better and better and more comfortable. Absolutely, come on. For everybody who doesn't know who Cause is, she is, I would say, an administrative executive for the Dragon Con Digital Media Track because she
Yes.
really organizes the crap out of all of it starting towards January. She'll start compiling the shows for me in a spreadsheet and make sure all the basics transferred over. And then she'll take it and put it on Trello so I can visually see it. And then even all the way through, there's so much she does. And even all the way through to the con, she shows up with literal folding binders or whatever they're called and hands one to me and one to Tyra, said, this is your schedule for the weekend. And it's amazing. And I'm going, okay, we definitely need her here. And she's been patiently waiting. She messages me every couple of weeks, say, hey,
I know.
and she knows.
I have sucked at getting things together since Dragon Con.
Well, I think she understands. I hope she does, but I believe she understands that our creative process is when the moment hits. One, it's never too late and it's never rushed. If something comes last minute, I work hand in hand with her, but it takes longer than I want sometimes, but man, inspiration hits and then boom, here's some work. And boom. So we've been waiting. Yeah, she says she understands. We've been waiting to figure out the right time, right place, right person, how this is going to work. And it clicked today. We talked to Hammond on Tuesday. So that was last night, right? We talked to Hammond last night.
Monday.
Or was that Monday? So 2 nights ago. And then today, as I was driving home to get ready for this show, it clicked. It's like, that's it. That makes his flow easy because he actually is a professional producer for podcasts and booker. So he has a number of podcasts he legitimately makes a living working for. And I want our flow to be the easiest thing he does. And hopefully grow into the biggest thing he does. So then he just works with us as part of the team only, but not to take away from whatever he wants to do. And I'm like, man, that whole, do you want a whole big bio? It's like, well, I don't want to take away from what Tyra needs or Joe or Kurt. And I'm not asking you to work with Wise and Nerdy unless you just wanted to, because we can talk about that separately. I'm just talking about Be Awesome Together. But I was like, man, it just felt like when he said it, when you get that feeling of something, Tyra, it just felt like a lot of work. It didn't feel good. And then it clicks like, that's it. Kaz seems to eat this stuff up. Kaz seems to really do really super well. And she does it so fast. I think that's the new flow. He gets the guest, says the date. Here's the basic information. Kaz will build the guest packet and reach out to them and make sure, they're good. And I'll work with you on all this.
That would be great. Yeah, no, if Kaz was managing, Kaz, if you're up for that, we really need to have a conversation because that would be fabtabulous.
Yeah, just that little, we'll make a form email, like a copy and paste email that says, hey, it's coming out on this date. And if you have any questions, reach out to me, those kind of things. Just that handshake.
And she could nudge me about, have you done the promo? Can you send me the promo to send to the person?
Yeah, like she hit tonight at 6 p.m. Is there a show?
I know. I love her so much. And I was like, I'm in a Publix, and I don't know. I mean, I thought there was a show, but
yeah.
I'll be honest. I was eating my Oreo ice cream sandwich.
I had to run do something else, so I'm getting to my Big Debbie oatmeal cream pie.
Oh, my gosh. Shane loves those. Those are like one of his faves.
They're one of mine, and we only do it maybe once every other month because I'll eat too many of them.
Oh, yeah, I know him too. I have to hide them in the closet, so he has to think about getting them.
Yeah, exactly. Outside, out of mind. That helps a lot.
That's the problem with my closet. Because if I can't see my stuff, I don't remember that I have it. ADHD, it's such a lovely thing. It's like if it's in the refrigerator and I can't see it, it's not existing.
Okay. I'm assuming, because this is what I have in the house that you're in, you have a walk-in closet.
I do.
Okay. So when you're picking out your clothes for tomorrow or today or whenever you pick them out, do you not walk past the first 5 shirts? Because my wife sure doesn't. She picks the first 5. So I will literally take those shirts off, put them in the back of her closet, move stuff up to the front just to have her wear something different. But I'm sorry.
No, my problem was that because we had a house guest, I had kept some dresses in my closet that needed to be in a wardrobe. And dresses took up a lot of room in my closet. And I hadn't had a chance to move them back to where they go. And because he visited again. And anyway, I finally moved those out so I could redo everything, tear it out, get rid of old stuff. But I have to consider, what do I put in drawers? Because I'm not going to see the stuff in the drawers to remember I have it. So drawers have to be things like sleep clothes because I have to get sleep clothes.
I gotcha.
So, but now I'm very happy with the hanging up stuff. I've got to find a place to put all my boots because I have a lot of boots. And
I'm so glad you enunciate.
Boots and pants and boots and pants.
Just get it. That's what these stupid lights are doing behind me. Drive me crazy.
Oh, well, they don't drive me. By the way, someday there will be fairy lights when we have the show.
Oh, that I could very much help with.
Hey, look, I can't wait. I got a floor lamp. I think it's going to solve some of my lighting issues.
Okay. Random thought.
Yes.
That's a shock on the show, right?
Oh, Lord.
On TikTok, it's not a TikTok product like in the shop, but I've started seeing some people show off this American Eagle light, where basically you have a light fixture on the ceiling, and you take the regular cover off, so it's not like a ceiling fan, right? It's just a light fixture with a bulb. And they put this thing over it, and the way it's 3D printed and cut, the light comes out very bright as the wings of it. And it's really cool looking. And I'm like, oh, I wonder if we can find somebody to make a fairy one to go behind you, so as the light comes out, it's making the fairy wings.
We have a 3D printer. Oh, there's news on the 3D printing front.
All right.
Okay, it has been hell. Hell, Hell, is what the 3D printer almost got thrown out the window. That's how bad it's been. Like bad people. And no, I can't even tell you, Charles. One day I will tell you the saga of the 3D printer. But we have loaded software. We've unloaded software. We've replaced the motherboard. We've done a gazillion things. We've been on the phone. Well, not the phone because they won't talk to us. We're on email with Creality, sending them videos. Put a word in front of the videos that's adult.
Yep.
And so we've done this and we've done that. And what they finally said something like, have you tried replacing the SD card, the one they sent us? And we were like, no. And guess what?
That's what it was?
That's what it was. 6 months later.
Oh, no.
6 months, Charles. It was a freaking SD card. It's printing now. Shane is printing his armor. Things are going great. There's an arm piece printing right now.
Okay, I don't want to get into super 3D printing stuff because I was about to go down a rabbit hole asking you things. I don't know what had triggered it for you and what was going on with it, but I that's and now you will too. But that's the way my brain works. Is so I will change everything: the SD card, the power cable, the whatever cable. I'll change everything out, and when nothing else works, and I YouTube the crap out of it.
We had
Then
YouTube
I call the company because I hate calling the company because I'm almost always smarter than the first two people I talk to.
Well, though
No, we have off the screen. That's fine.
we're literally in 3 groups on Facebook dealing with 3D printing. We're in a Discord for Mandalorian kits, people who do Mandalorian cosplay, in the 3D printing channel. Nobody could figure it out.
Now I'm assuming that he's going back into his channels and said, "Hey, we had to swap." Did
Yes.
anybody go, "Oh yeah, I didn't think about that"?
No. So there was another guy who just posted on one of the Facebook groups with the same problem. And Shane said, go change that card because that's exactly what my printer was doing. So I'm waiting to see if that guy comes back and says,
Yeah.
guess what? Was the card?
Man, I wonder if that would have.
I am sorry.
Okay,
People
you're
love me
fine.
tonight.
They love you every night. They
That's
just don't love
true.
me.
Well, yeah.
A couple years ago, my father-in-law bought an Elegoo. That's like EELAGO. I think it's how it's spelled. But it's a 3D printer, but instead of using the rosin threads, if you will, it uses goo, and it's photochromatic something. Like you shouldn't have it in the sunlight. Blah blah. When it's doing its thing, and it just does this and it builds it upside down, and it just keeps dipping layers. And it's something
Okay.
about there's electricity and all. I don't know, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And at the same time, he bought Creality something and had a big case, and he ended up sending it back. And I wonder, I can't. It's been so long. I wonder if we had just changed the SD card, because when he's involved, I stay out of it. It's one of those things where it's like, hey, I can. No, but what? Okay. And he's just sitting. No. He just ignores you. Reads hours of books and stuff, and just. I was like, all right, buddy. I mean, he bought it. He can do whatever he wants with it. But
I brought in people from outside to help with this, and nobody could figure it out.
interesting. But I wonder if we had changed that SD card, if that thing would still be here today.
Who knows?
Because I
Ours
got
is.
Joe and I bought the Ender 3 Pro that's at his house now. I don't remember if I had to change the card on that or not, but it's been cooking pretty good.
We have an Endo 3 Pro Max. I think
gotcha.
that's what we have. We have an Ender 3 Max. I think there's a Pro in front of it. It's bigger, so he could print bigger armor. So hi, welcome to Tyra can now help her husband print, because I don't have answers to questions about 3D printers.
But do you know what we could do?
What?
We can literally run that Be Awesome Together logo through a 3D. Because I did it with Breaking the Panel. I just Googled, I forget what I Googled, like turn my logo, my PNG into a, it's not STP because that's Stone Temple Pilots, but it's STL file. And
Get
I
on
found
that.
something online, and I just uploaded my 2D Breaking the Panel
And it turned
logo,
it into a 3?
and it turned it into a 3D. I just made a little square, right? And it was kind of cool. It was kinda
Okay, you
cool.
get on that, and I'll print it. Well, I won't print it. The owner
I
of the
will,
3D
yeah, I
printer
will
will
see
print
if I
it.
can get that changed. There's also a thing.
We
you
have
guys
stickers
are,
too. I heard. I haven't seen them.
We do have stickers. They're beautiful. They look good. They came
We'll
in
have them
late.
at Conjuration.
Yeah. $5 a sticker.
They're free.
That's right. If you donate $5 to Be Awesome Together, you get a free sticker.
Heaven help me.
You're a window. Are you a Mac house or Windows house?
We're a Mac house for sure.
That's what it was. Because I remember giving you a board that you ultimately gave back because it only worked really with
Yeah,
Windows.
Joe
I
has
didn't
it.
realize that at the time.
But
Yeah,
I
Joe-
have
yeah.
I have no idea where the cord went.
Yeah, we
Like the
replaced it.
cord went down some black hole.
Well, you don't really need it. I was gonna say if you want,
He-
if you ever
he got
want a
one.
board, I have a small board that I know for sure will work with your computer. But that microphone is essentially being your board right
I
now,
love this
so
mic.
it's pretty
I
cool.
love this mic.
Sounds good. I like it. I like it a
Sure
lot.
is great, I have to say. I have one at school too. Love it.
But for those of you who do play with Windows, the built-in, baked into Windows right out of the box. There's a 3D creator program.
Oh, nice.
And it's not that, because when it comes to 3D design, I am not the guy. But it was easy enough for me to load the design that I had and then essentially put a logo on it and emboss it into the I might do some YouTube videos, whatever, but it really was, okay, boom, there's my model I want to print. Here's a little, like a stamp kind of logo that I want to come on it. Done. Rendered it out, put it into whatever slicer I had, and then popped it to the machine, and out came that with the logo on it. So if you're on Windows, Mac probably has something too, but my office has always been a Windows machine, which I've got to get a new one, Tyra.
Oh.
I gotta get. I think the problems I've been having broadcasting, although tonight's been so far so good, perfectly fine.
Well, you were a little herky jerky to begin with,
so that might be part of it. I was definitely not quiet. That's you. That's you, cause that's you. I look. 20 years of digital media. I will say 90% of the time when somebody says some version of "I can't hear you," or they get a chance like, "Is he loaded anybody else?" and they get a no. Oh, I just realized my volume was turned down on my computer. 90% of the time.
Both of us were having to say it.
Yeah, but you turned up your microphone, and what happened?
I had to turn up my I never ever have had to touch the volume on here.
If I do this, it doesn't make a difference, does it?
Yes, it did. You got
tough.
louder.
I'm not doing that.
Thank you, Kaz. This is why Kaz is the best. We're just going to leave that up there.
She uses all caps. So.
Oh, my God. We are two crazy people tonight.
Man, it went off the rails there.
I know. We've gone way off the rails. I had things I wanted to talk about. I don't remember what they were.
I was going somewhere with the soundboard and the tech. I don't
We went off on a 3D printing. So, yeah. Hi. My friend Brian Flatley gave me this. And
Squirrel of mass distraction.
And this is me. Oh, and just so everybody knows.
Changing is done. That's the change. Is we got a booker, so we're going to get a lot of guests that are both in and outside of Dragon Con. And Cause is going to just take the raw information and make it into a beautiful show. For those who know, still have it. Okay. Why are you not putting it back in the sock drawer? Why is that dirty sock still sitting on your desk, Tyra? It's not dirty. It's completely clean. He stole it from the laundry. Down the hall is the drawer it goes in. I know that much about the geography of your household. Actually, socks are in his office. Oh, we're talking about new computers. But is there something else? Okay, I'm not even touching that one. Oh. Is there something else that you wanted to speak on, Madame? I'm going to get a new computer soon. Because I bought this fancy monitor. And sorry, you got the monitor. I was like, I got the monitor. Computer? No, I got my studio monitor, which I love and adore, and it is the best thing that I've done, except for that Tyra paid the whole thing off without paying it in interest-free installments like she meant to. That was a bad day, by the way. Thank heavens there was enough money in the account. But I'm getting a new Mac Mini. They just upgraded them, and I'm super excited. It's gonna rock. I can't wait. So excited. I was just like, my friend was chatting with me about it. So anyway, that's what's new on my horizon. I had other things to talk about. Oh, Charles, I wrote. Like, I've had trouble getting back to writing. Oh, you wrote. I wrote. I thought you were like making some joke that you didn't finish the punchline. Speaking of Mac Minis, I got some old ones sitting right here. And actually, I might plug it in, see if it'll help me do the broadcast a little bit better. That would be awesome. I can't even tell. I've got to figure out what years these things were made. I don't know how old these are. I don't know how old that one is. The new ones are... Mostly we upgraded them because we're having... I just put her Batawing thing back up. Okay. Yeah, I tapped the button by accident. I don't know what to do with them. And they're with my Metron project that I do on Sundays, which has a newer Mac Mini now running the broadcast. And I basically had to upgrade them because these didn't really do well, but I'm sure they're good at something. Jen, do you need a Mac Mini? I got you. We'll convert you. Oh, actually, Charles, I may have somebody who would need one of those. Now I cannot promise how
How
well
how
they
they?
run because there was a reason we upgraded, but I
Oh,
think
that's true.
I think it was just the way these are. They don't incorporate good video cards, and that ultimately is what you need to broadcast live.
Yeah, I just need. She's a friend of mine who writes, and she doesn't have a computer because hers died.
Okay,
So
got you.
I will chat with her. Kaz, of course, is playing for the right team.
I love a Mac.
Kaz is playing with a Mac.
The reason that my office is always a PC was for games, for gaming.
Oh,
So I could play video games, so I could stream video games. Mac has come a long way, and I actually heard of something today that I didn't write down, so I forget what it is. But you can actually play Windows, big name AAA games on Mac with this Axial Breeze or something, whatever they called it.
yeah.
Thing.
I got to figure out how to do that because I think Diablo now is just on PC, and I love Diablo. I haven't played in a long time, but
And some of your audio gets a little crunchy. So here's the thing that's been going on for a while. Before I changed my internet provider, I would definitely have many nights going live where my camera would disappear, or I would freeze, or it'd be all strokey with things. And I just got tired of the crap that I was getting from my provider. Tested out a new provider, and it did really well. And even right now, with things going a little crunchy, little sideways, it's doing my up right now, but it's about 70 up, 200 down. Easy peasy. I mean, that's not shared. That is what my computer's getting, as well as every
oh,
other computer in the house on the network.
what is it?
Well, they're splitting
70
that.
up.
Yeah.
What is it?
200 down, 70 up.
So while
Which
we're
is
doing
more
this,
than
I'm
enough
gonna.
to stream high.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
And we're
a
not
test
even do
while
that.
we're here.
StreamYard, even though they charge us an arm and a leg, StreamYard actually limits the quality we can broadcast at. And we have to pay them even more money to get 1080p. So I've been trying to figure. So I upgraded my internet. Right, I went to a better provider. I'm very
Who are
happy with
you
the
with?
results. T-Mobile.
Okay, we almost
I
went
went to
with them, but
T-Mobile.
we're in a hole. Oh, do you want to hear
Yeah,
what my down? Do you want to hear what my download is?
yeah,
451.
nice. That is really good. Your up is more important for what we do,
I know.
and you
I'm
need to
getting
have a
ready
minimum of 20. I know you're getting there.
168.
Nice. Now see
18
that.
fiber.
Yeah, fiber. And even then, okay, honestly, though, Tyra, that's ridiculous. Because on
know it's
fiber,
ridiculous.
it costs nothing extra to have parity. Parity means same down, same up, basically.
Ah,
So what I'm getting in my area, even though they say fiber, I had a gig down, 20
right.
up, because they capped it. They just, no, this is what we offer. I'm like, one, then it's not fiber if you do that. Two, or you're just a butt face. But yeah, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I went to T-Mobile because I have it for my personal cell phone service, and I had great speed. Many a night, I'd actually take the broadcast computer off the home network and put it on my T-Mobile phone as a hotspot, and it worked better. It works. That solved a lot of the problem, but there's still sometimes and now it's on my side, like receiving video and audio, it'll sometimes freeze and circle. I will never change on your side and on the broadcast side. But they'll see me. This is what Wise and Nerdy will see sometimes, like Kurt or Joby telling a story, and they'll get. And even this room's like, is Charles talking to himself? And I'm like, yeah, I am, because I record the podcast. So when I lose the audio, I got to do something in that hole for the podcast. So I definitely lean in, mute the broadcast, and talk to the podcast people for a second. The best I can do to narrow it down is just my computer's aging out, and.
It may be.
We've had friends of ours help us do some settings on Chrome, which was supposed to make it better, made it a little better, but it's not StreamYard, because I had the same experience on Teams the other day in a Teams meeting where people were talking and they just cut out, and I just had to sit there and pretend like I knew what I was talking about because I had no audio or video.
I hate that.
Yeah, and it's always brief, but it's I don't know. So I'm looking at buying a computer after or right around the new year when I get my bonus.
So
Yeah,
you
just
have
upgrading.
students in your household.
Mm-hmm.
There's educational discounts.
Okay. like on the shelf, or would that be something I'd have to find a place to go through?
Look online. Like Apple has educational discounts.
Gotcha. See, that's my problem. If it weren't for my kids, not the school part, but my older, well, actually, almost all my kids stream. Now, my younger ones, where it's not appropriate, they actually use live stream and just record, and then I can watch and give them feedback, those kind of things. But that's their practice to stream, like they're talking to their audience, that kind of thing, but it never goes out. But in essence, all my kids stream, and they definitely all play video games. So unless I can't just leave my Mac here. It's my Mac. It's where, I mean, it literally goes with me everywhere, and it's what I work on. I mean, it's what I used when we recorded at Southern Fried. You know, it's my studio, it's my work, it's my everything. So I am looking at getting possibly a switch and a KVM switch and a dock, so that I can put my monitors on the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, technically, they go on a switch and then to the dock or whatever. And then I can pull my Mac in. So when I plug in with my Mac, I can take over all the audio and computer and everything and do a really good broadcast.
Oh.
And then switch it back over to the PC so they can have whatever they need to play their video games. I'm stuck, man. It's never, as a creator, it is, well, maybe for anybody, but as a creator, it's never fun to try to upgrade a computer because there's so many factors that we have to consider. I mean, you're just talking about Diablo, which I love. Was it 4? Diablo 4 is the newest one?
Yeah, and I can't play it on my Mac.
I love that. I will Google it right after the show, but I heard something on DTNS today about something that you can use on Macs to play the AAA PC games, because the Mac, and actually games are starting to look at how to do that as well, because now with the silicone and them making their own chips, they've done such a fantastic job that it's really up there with the high-end gaming rigs.
Oh yeah, no. What I'm looking at getting is a 14-core CPU, 20-core GPU, 16-core neural engine.
Holy crap.
24 gigabytes of memory and 1 terabyte of storage.
The 24 gigs, that's a 16 is definitely seems to be minimum nowadays.
24 is their minimum in this one.
There you go. Is that a trash can?
It's a Mac Mini.
Oh, you already said the Mac Mini. Wow, they put
it's
all that in the Mac Mini now?
It's the Mac Mini. This is their Pro, the M4 Pro chip, which is what I want. So in order to get the M4 Pro chip, I have to get the top of the line, which of course I'm never going to like.
But you're future-proofing.
I'm future because I'll be able to use that for
very long.
8 years.
My laptop is an M1, and it's still screaming. It has zero hesitation. I edited a 2-hour video the other day on it, and I still rendered it in like 20 minutes. It's insane what Mac is doing with their stuff.
Yeah, so I'm excited. So anyway, we're sorry we've had 3D printing and computer talk tonight. Yay.
We will take your questions.
Yes, please take. We need questions.
How do we get questions? I'm not asking. Listen. So
we could ask in the Discord.
Do we have a Be Awesome Together room in Discord?
We do not.
I should do that. I should get Jenna to do that.
I do have a topic of conversation. Hatred of Discord.
Right? Hammond, man. He went hard the other night, didn't he?
Yeah. So
do you agree or disagree?
As I said, Joe has made it so I can function in Discord. Like right now, I'm looking over at my Discord runs in the background so that if anybody posts anything, I can go look. I'm on a server that I just joined about AI. I have a gaming one. I don't know what that one is. What is that one? I don't know. I think I joined Tyler's Discord. I've got one for my girls on Discord. I've got a Mandalorian one, a Denbo one, Dragon Con, Taylor Swift. I don't know what that one is either. I've got ones I don't even know what they are, Charles, anymore. Like, what is this? And so, yeah. Some of them are more important than others.
And that's always my answer to anybody who, I hate this software. Okay. I'm open to options, but you got to understand what Discord does for me. Now, I've limited mine because I don't really care to. If I'm in a community, I want to be in that community. So I was in some that were interesting, like Mid Journey, which is a AI art place. I've been in a bunch of different things. Then I went through the other day and kind of cleaned it all out for the most part.
I need to clean mine out too.
And yeah, people talk about our Discord being intimidating, I believe is the word. And I'm not sure how to fix that because we built rooms upon request. But Joe he really is a Discord master. That's a great question, Jen. How do you search for communities on Discord?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
No, I have no idea.
Honestly, I'm old school. I would go to Google and say like 3D printing Discord and see what popped up and see what was free and not free. That's how I would do it. But I'm sure actually it's probably a much better way. People who know it. But here's the thing. Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
No, I think the thing that's for me that's gotten intimidating about Discord is I've joined too many groups and I can't keep track of them.
Yeah.
Phil. Like I'm in the multiverse group, but I don't get a chance to drop into there. So anyway.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, the DragonCon Digital Media Track has a core group that's always in there. And then it expands or contracts depending on how close and how far away we are from DragonCon. And that's okay. That is fair. That is exactly what it's built for.
And people will pop in and ask a question.
Yes.
Which I think is great. I mean, I think that's another part of what works about our Discord is you can pop in and pop out. You can answer questions, ask a question. But yeah, there is a lot of rooms, but they're all there. Most of them are there with a purpose.
And we need some,
we do have a lot of
being the digital media track, we need a few Discord experts. Now, Joe can build it, he can run it. But I mean like design experts like, oh, I've seen this really work in other communities or, suggest. You don't have to come work first, just come give us a suggestion. Like, hey, try this out. Here's what.
No, go ahead. Go.
I want it to be a place where anybody can walk in and find exactly where they fit. That's what I'm looking for. And there's people who like 3D printing, so I'm sure we have a 3D printing room talking about. We have a promotional room. We have an announcement. We have platforms of Twitter only, Facebook, so people can discuss things about those platforms. But it doesn't need to be 50,000 things. I don't know how to make it simpler because my brain says I'm going to go and scroll through and see what I need to find to get what I need to get done. That's how I work. So I don't know how to make it where like, oh, look, if somebody who doesn't think that way comes in, here's how they find it. That's what we're looking for.
Maybe we need a video. Like, hi, welcome to our Discord. If you're new here and new to Discord, can we suggest that you read this for help? And then say things like, Joe is the man to go for if you have questions about Discord. But if you're just trying to jump on in, try this, this, and this. And then we could do screen shares and say, hey, these are some channels that might be of interest. You don't have to be active in all of them. And this is how you turn off notifications.
Yeah, that's important. How to manage
so I could watch that every year. So because every year when I get added to all of the track, which is good. I need to be in all the panels for our track. For promotional reasons only.
And I tell definitely all the creators, leave the @everyone tag on because only a small handful of us can use it there. So you're not going to get blasted by that notification. And that's the thing. Phil, he's in so many different ones. And Bosch is a very big Discord and growing. They have opened their Patreon, or not their Patreon, their Discord to be free. Used to be you had to be a patron member to be in Discord. And now you can be just part of that community. So it's growing. So he has notifications turned off. And then every year I give him one heads up. Like, hey, first schedule's going out. You need to get in our Discord, buddy. Because I don't play favorites. And I'm like, I'm going to put it into Discord. We have actually talked about this year doing a subscription letter. So if people want to do that, Cause can actually help with that as well.
Oh, Cause, you'd be great at that. Like, I know how to do the newsletter part. I can find this help with the newsletter part. But I think we need something that comes out once a month that says, hey, here's the things to look forward to on Be Awesome Together. Here's
what we talked about this month. Yeah.
Right. And also we can do things like, hey, guess what? We've got a new podcast coming out from Kurt, or we have this, or we have that. I mean, it would be great to be able...
$5 for a shout out.
we're not that expensive. We got to get a lit.
What?
So
Not that expensive. I can't get a coffee at Starbucks for $5. Tyra, don't tell me this.
true. You really can't get one for $5
This is
at
post-COVID
Caribou.
economy. Okay.
So
There's no more $1.99 menus.
So I do. Well, crap. Tales by Bob. Bob McGoo
Yep.
is an email guy, a newsletter guy, and he actually has a whole thing on how to build one. So I say we talk to Bob.
I agree. We also could use some community managers. Is that what I think that's what they're called?
Yes, we desperately need some community managers. We also need
Yeah.
a Tyra manager, but that's for another day.
Yeah. Tyra's like, I'm trying to be Charles's manager. Like, no, Tyra. Yes, Tyra, but no, Tyra. We both need somebody to manage us together as a team.
I need somebody that says, "Hey, Tyra, have you ordered ribbons for the cons you're going to?"
Yeah, we have many of 1 o'clock in the morning ordering session as we approach the con.
We love those. I need new business cards. Have I done that? No.
Yeah. Because
Have I gotten a new logo? No.
give me 5 minutes, I'll get you a couple of AI generators.
No.
I know, I'm just poking you on
He
that
knows
one.
how I feel about AI art. But my sister's an artist, so I'm going to chat with her, and she's going to tell me she can't do it, and she can't. She's got like most artists, she has a lot of self-doubt and imposter syndrome issues, and she didn't start being an artist until her late 60s. She started drawing, and she's amazing. She's great. I'll have to flash up some of her artwork at some point. But I love her stuff, and she does the neatest dragons. And I need a dragon.
And we need to get with Cricket. I already paid Cricket the prize money, but we need to get Cricket.
Oh my gosh, I got to get with Cricket. I feel so
Yep.
bad. Oh my God.
Get our new logo.
See, this is why I need a freaking manager.
Well, that part cost would probably help us stay on top of it. Like, hey, let's schedule a meeting. Or it's not even a meeting. I think we're just chatting. We'll make a new chat with me, you, Cricket, and Cause, and she'll help us move forward.
So I just dropped a link, and this is the link to my sister's artwork, if you want to go see it. Tyra's sisters.
MariboDaydreams.com.
Maribo Daydreams. So this is her flowers. Mostly this doesn't have her dragons, but her dragons are so cool. But she doesn't think she's an artist.
Okay. It took me 2 times of her posting bat to go, what is she? Oh, she's talking about be awesome together. Bat. Got your happy bat a weed, bat thing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't get the...
Me either. Cause is smarter than both of us. She got the branding instantly. She nailed it. And we're sitting there going, happy Halloween to you too.
I was thinking bats.
She nailed it. We didn't.
Cause, you're awesome. First off, let's all be honest with each other. Things like that frequently go over my head.
Unless it's for somebody else. And that's the whole kind of theme of things is I can come up with names and quips and everything else for other projects like that, just off the rip. But it takes me forever to land on the right thing for my own project.
Yeah, I have a husband for that. He is super good at naming stuff.
Yeah, logos, same thing. I'll come up with generic ideas, but having somebody else really get what I'm doing and come up with something suggested is better. You know? It resonates more.
I want dragons and coffee.
That'd be a cool show.
I mean, that's me. Dragons and coffee. Anyway, good to hear. But I wrote
3D print a mug with the head that comes around. It looks like it's heating the bottom of the mug for you.
That's it. I would. It would just have problems sitting. Hi, I need coffee and I can't have it because it's too late.
It's late.
So anyway, Tyra wrote, and she's going to try to write again tomorrow because I'm taking Dobby to the ranch because Halloween trick-or-treaters will scare my boy. And he's going to be out in the ranch, out in the country. He'll be fine. And I'm going to try to do some writing.
Going to the country, going to eat a lot of peaches.
They'll put him in costumes and take pictures of him. Last year, they bought him a Dobby costume.
Nice. Oh, I think I saw the pictures of that on Facebook.
They're adorable. They're like, do you mind if we take pictures with him and our baby? I'm like, sure. If you think he's, and he was just a perfect little child, sat there with the 6-month-old, just
That's
cutesy
awesome.
little Kimpy. So anyway, I'll have Dobby pictures to throw up someplace. But anyway, we're rambling now, Charles.
We are.
Oh, I do have an announcement for Be Awesome Together, though.
All right, hit it.
Are you ready? So Mark Gunn, we all know and love him. I reached out to him, the Celtic father that we love.
Godfather, yep.
And the Celt Father is what he has as his Instagram thing. But you're right, Celtic Godfather is what he usually goes by. But he's gonna be on Be Awesome Together sometime before Conjuration. I'm waiting to find out when. He said not tonight. I said that's good because we're not prepared. But he'll be on in the next few weeks. I'm hoping for maybe next week because we only really have 2 Wednesdays before Conjuration, because he's going to be at Conjuration doing a bunch of shows with his daughter. But he's just like a mainstay on our track for Mondays. He's great. He comes in, he does that first panel for us on Mondays and really closes out our track. And my dream, just so you know, Charles, my dream is for him to do us a little bit of a theme song for Be Awesome Together.
I agree.
So we gotta talk to him and maybe hit him up at Conjuration. So, but that's my goal. But we also have a lot of people who filled out our form to be a guest, and Kaz and I are going to sit down along with Hammond, or I'll figure it out. But we got to start getting people scheduled. We'll start getting some themes. I think one thing I'd like to do is maybe a show on best holiday presents for your techie digital media nerds.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think that would be fun. So, looking for people. And then we've got some people that need to be on. And so, Charles, any last moment things that you're thinking about?
For like tech presents?
No, tech presents is later.
Okay.
About for tonight.
No, I was just thinking
Hold
that,
it, I have something. That's called Feeding the Ducks. So I'm over in our
Tyra,
music
don't
section.
use the generic white
It says
girl.
Feeding the Ducks. It is in your list of background music.
Yeah. No. That's a StreamYard list of background music, madam. Because my list goes a little something like this.
I thought it was yours.
We would no. This is not my music. This is my music. No.
I thought there would be ducks quacking.
That would make sense.
I
Although
was like,
it probably should be called Feeding the Duck Faces, according to how that sounded. But other than that, Tyra, where they can find you on the web?
TyraBurton.com, and please ignore everything that Charles says.
No, don't ignore me. Embrace me. Linktree/RGOP42 is where you can find all my magic. And of course, if you go over to Linktree/DC Digital Media Track, you can be awesome together with us. You know what? Valencia didn't show up. It was a crappy show. Just saying.
You know who we didn't have? Alicia.
Silverstone?
Yeah, no. Who always... You're so bad. Anyway.
Valencia, I thought was her name.
Valencia. Crap on a stick. Valencia,
See you, babies, next week. We love you all. Be awesome this week.
I'll have coffee before we do it.